don't mind.
Okay.
Right. So, and let's start. Girls, today I decided to give a go to Miro. Or Miro, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. So I'm a little bit worried because I'm not a big fan, but I decided to give it a try. So look at these pictures. And do you know the names of these part of bodies in English and in Russian?
No.
So how do you call it in Russian?
Подколенка?
Podkolenko, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. And how do you call this thingy, this one in Russian?
No, I don't know.
Huh, Alif?
I don't know.
Me neither. Usually we call them ямочка, yeah, or
No,
something.
ямочка is here.
Ямочка здесь, yes, right. But when sometimes people just like ямочка под носом, find that ямочка или желобок, yeah.
Желобок, да, наверное.
Yeah, something of that kind. And okay, actually, some of the information which you don't really need. This in English, this part is called filtrum.
Filtrum?
Filtrum, like filter, filtrum.
Mhm.
In English, it's Alice. Maybe you don't need it really. I don't think that you will use it. Just to remember that filtrum, and this part. I don't know this. Like, how do we call it in Russian? Really, I don't know. And in English, it is called. Let me show you that. In English, it's called popliteal fossa. Don't write it. You will never use it actually. And you know,
Russian seems to be so rich language, and I don't know. I have never listened to names of these parts of the body. In Russian.
yeah, Alice. I think that if we were students of medical university,
maybe
there will be some names, special name. Katya, hello, which you
Hello.
just started. So maybe there is some special name for this part and for this one in anatomy.
Maybe.
As we are not students of medical university, we have no idea how to say that. Like, usually every time I have some problems with this part of my body, I just tell like the back of my knee. So how can we explain the words to someone who doesn't know them? What do you do? Especially it's very important for teachers. If you're explaining something to someone, what do you say?
Popliteal fossa is a part of a leg on the back of the knee, maybe.
Wow, cool. Okay. How would you explain this thing?
Filtrum is a part of the body which is between your nose and upper lip.
Maybe on part of your face better, yeah? Like
Yeah, part of your face.
right. Katya, how do you explain any other words which probably, for example, I don't know, you meet some friends and they tell them that you are going to treat them with draniki. What would you, how, and they like would tell, what is it? I don't know.
It's something about it's something kind of pancakes made of potatoes.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so kind of, right? So it's a kind of something, yeah. Kind of, and then you give something which is like he probably knows, yeah? Yeah, good. That's good. So person knows what is pancake, so probably it will really help. Kind of. Okay, any other language which you might use when you explain something?
Body language.
No. Body language like pancakes are, draniki are. I mean language like that. So kind of. What else?
Maybe something like.
Something like. Good idea. I like it. Okay, so something like. Okay. Anything else? Wait. Any other words, phrases which you might use to explain some stupid Americans?
It's just
Ah, okay. It's just there. Okay. It's just okay. Good. Perfect. All right. Thank you very much. I really like these ideas. Now, what are we gonna do? Oops, I'm a little bit lost. Now you're going to listen to 4 dialogues and match the dialogues with these things. Okay? Okay, so now let's listen and check.
Those people over there.
Can you hear the sound?
Mhm.
Good. So listen, we'll listen to the first dialogue and then you tell me what is the picture and then goes on. Okay? Ready?
Mhm.
So, what are those people over there doing, Kenzo?
Yes. So, they're putting money in a saisenbako. It's a special kind of box. And when we Japanese visit temples like this, we put coins in there and then clap our hands twice and bow and make a wish. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's like an offering to the gods.
Yes. And on top of the box, there's a sort of lid. Oh, I've forgotten the word for it. I used to know it. Sorry.
Don't worry, just try and explain it.
Well, the lid has metal or wooden bars with gaps in between. And they allow the coins to go through, but stop people from taking them out. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes, I know what you mean.
So dialogue 1 was about picture.
See?
Yeah, absolutely. Picture C. Good. Number 2, let's go.
2. You're in a good mood today.
I know, I am. I just got my tickets through for Benicassim.
You got tickets for what?
Benicassim! Haven't you heard of it?
No, never. What is it?
Oh, it's a big music festival that's held every year in Spain, yeah? It's on the coast, about an hour north of Valencia.
Oh, okay, so not my kind of thing then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't really see you enjoying it. But it is amazing, though. I've been 3 times now, and it just gets better and better.
A.
Okay, well done. That's good.
3.
I'm afraid they don't have an English menu.
Oh, well,
What is the pronunciation you think?
Russian.
Yes, it's a Russian.
you'll just have to explain things to me.
Okay? Well, first, there is solyanka. Have you tried it before?
Maybe. I'm not sure. What is it exactly?
Oh, it's a kind of traditional Russian soup. They do 2 different kinds here. One made from meat and the other made from fish. And they both have tomatoes and olives and onions and stuff in them. It's quite thick and a bit sour. It's a local speciality.
Okay, thanks. I've got it now. It sounds pretty good. What else is there?
Зато как понятно, правда?
It's in Russian, yeah? So it's obvious, yeah? Pretty obvious. Okay, now let's listen to the next one.
4.
What's that? What? This? I'm not sure what you'd call it in English, actually, but we call it a couscouseira. It's for cooking couscous.
Couscous? Isn't that what they eat in North Africa? A bit like rice or tiny pasta.
Yeah, We have our own version. It's very popular up in the northeast of Brazil, where I'm from. I sometimes have it for breakfast.
Seriously?
Yeah, and we cook it in this. You put the water in the lower part and then put this bit on top with the couscous in it. And cover it. See?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So it's like a steamer then?
Yeah, I guess so. And my mom said I had to bring one with me.
Okay?
B.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Now, let's match the things with the names of that. So, Katya, choose any.
Бенни Касим.
Benny Kasim, it's picture
A.
A, right, okay. Anya,
Кускузера. Кускузера. B.
B, absolutely, Alicia, please don't choose Selyanka.
Of course, Marco is C.
Yeah, right, absolutely, good. Right, okay, next. So, okay, can you please try to explain? So you have chosen your words. So, Alicia, you will have to explain. Alicia, you will have to explain Сайзенбако. Okay? Anya, you will have to explain.
Да-да, я вас слушаю.
My gosh, I'm sorry. Выключись, Алиса. Выключись. Sorry. Okay. So Katya will explain Benicassim, right? And Anya will explain Cuscuzeira. Do you want to listen to your parts once again? Yeah? Okay, so listen carefully because then you will have to. By the way, if you want, ladies, you can make some notes. It's okay. So have you prepared everything to make your notes?
Yeah.
Yep. Ready, steady, go.
So, what are those people over there doing, Kenzo?
Yes. So, they're putting money in a Saisenbako. It's a special kind of box, and when we Japanese visit temples like this, we put coins in there and then clap our hands twice and bow and make a wish. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's like an offering to the gods.
Yes. And on top of the box, there's a sort of lid. Oh, I've forgotten the word for it. I used to know it. Sorry.
Don't worry, just try and explain it.
Well, the lid has metal or wooden bars with gaps in between. And they allow the coins to go through, but stop people from taking them out. Does that make sense?
Oh yes, I know what you mean.
2.
You're in a good mood today.
I know, I am. I just got my tickets through for Benicassim.
You got tickets for what?
Benicassim. Haven't you heard of it?
No, never. What is it?
Oh, it's a big music festival that's held every year in Spain, yeah? It's on the coast, about an hour north of Valencia.
Oh, okay, so not my kind of thing then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't really see you enjoying it. But it is amazing, though. I've been 3 times now, and it just gets better and better.
3.
Okay, we'll skip Solянка.
It's a local.
What's that?
What? This? I'm not sure what you'd call it in English, actually, but we call it a cuscuzeira. It's for cooking couscous.
Couscous? Isn't that what they eat in North Africa? A bit like rice or tiny pasta.
Yeah, we have our own version. It's very popular up in the northeast of Brazil, where I'm from. I sometimes have it for breakfast.
Seriously?
Yeah, and we cook it in this. You put the water in the lower part and then put this bead on top with the couscous in it. And cover it. See?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So it's like a steamer then?
Yeah, I guess so. And my mom said I had to bring one with me.
Aha. So who would like to start? Okay, let's listen.
Saizenbako is a kind of a box to put money into it and to put coins into it.
Okay.
It's like it's some kind of offering to the god.
Mm-hmm.
This box has a lid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a sort of a lid with gaps.
Mm-hmm.
It allows to put money into the box, but stop people to take money from it.
Okay, good, perfect. So you used such phrases as, yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of, good, we had it. Then it's like, it's like, and a sort of. Perfect, good. Okay, who's next?
Ну, давайте я.
Okay, let's do that.
Couscous is a special kind of kettle for cooking couscous.
Uh-huh.
You should put water on the bottom part of this kettle and put couscous on the upper part of it and cook. Yeah, put on a fire and cook couscous by steam. Steam.
By steam, good, with steam.
By steam, it's a special cattle from Brazil, and they think that when they move from one part of the world to another, they have to bring this cattle with them.
Right, yeah, absolutely. That's really strange to bring such things, yeah, with you, but nevertheless. Yeah, right, perfect. So you used also kind of, and because it was difficult to compare something to that, yeah, there was lots of description of the process, yeah, and that's good. Description of the process. Okay, yeah. Well done. Next, Katya.
Benikassim, it's a kind of a big music festival, which is in the on the coast of northern Valencia.
Okay,
And it's amazing. Там что-то вроде ничего больше не говорили про него.
Yeah, it's a big, amazing festival, right? So also again, kind of, yeah, kind of.
Yes, and he has visited this festival 3 times, and it's getting better and better.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, also kind of, and I really like your structure. It's getting better and better. Yeah, it's really good for good construction. Getting better and better. Yeah, really good. It's getting warmer and warmer, hot and hotter, better and better. That's really good construction. Well done. Good, perfect. Now you are going to listen, okay, to the dialogue and complete the sentences with 3 words. Contractions count as 2 words. Like, I mean, I've made, it's already 3. It's 2 words. Okay? Got it? Ready? Do you want to listen to the whole exercise, or we will do it by step by step?
A whole, maybe.
Okay. Let's do that.
Unit 3, Recording 15.
So
1A.
write down your answers and then we will check. Okay.
I've forgotten the word for it. I used to know it.
1B.
Does that make sense?
2A.
You got tickets for what?
2B.
Do you know what I mean?
3A.
Oh, it's a kind of traditional Russian soup.
3B. Okay, thanks. I've got it now. 4A.
I'm not sure what you'd call it in English, actually.
4B.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Uh-huh. So, part 1. Katya?
I forget for it.
I've
Forgotten.
Forgot.
but there should be 3 words.
I've forgotten the word for
Word
it.
for it.
Huh?
I forgot what?
Listen. I've forgotten what? 3 words.
I've forgotten the word for it.
Lady?
I have forgot.
I've forgotten
A what? A word.
a word. Yes, the word.
Okay.
The, yeah, because we are talking about the exact word. I've forgotten the word for it. Good. Katya, 1B?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, good. Anya?
Так, you got for what?
A ticket.
You got,
You got a ticket for what?
A ticket for
yeah.
what?
You got
Tickets.
a ticket for what?
What tickets for what?
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Good. Alisa?
Oh, it's a kind of,
A kind of. Good.
he thinks I've got it to know.
I've got it now.
now.
I've got it now. Good. Next.
What it called? What called it?
Yeah. What
If
what you'd call. What is it d here? It stands for
Would.
wood. Yeah. Yeah, it stands for wood. So we call it in English. Yeah, I know.
You mean?
What
Yeah.
you mean?
I know what you mean. Good. Now listen. Let's listen to these phrases and repeat, paying attention not only to pronunciation, not to sound that very Russian, yeah, but also to the intonation where it goes up and down. Okay.
A.
I've forgotten the word for it. I used to know it.
Let's repeat that. I've forgotten the word for it. I used to know it.
1B.
Does that make sense?
Does that make sense? And when it is like, the question is, does that make sense? And what can you answer when you don't understand? Like it with this phrase.
It doesn't.
And it will be the whole sentence, cut. The whole sentence negative. It doesn't
Make sense.
Yeah, good. It doesn't make sense. So it doesn't make sense. Very often it makes no sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, good. So you can't understand what's going on. It doesn't make sense. Good.
2A.
You got tickets for what?
Tickets for what? And it goes up.
2B.
Do you know what I mean?
Mean. The stress is mean, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Uh-huh.
3A.
Oh, it's a kind of traditional Russian soup.
Can you make it more British, Олеся?
Oh, it's a kind of traditional Russian soup.
Oh, so good. Katya.
Oh, it's a kind of traditional Russian soup.
Yeah, much better. Yeah, thank you. And Anya?
Oh, it's a kind of traditional Russian soup.
Good. Hold on. What makes it so Russian in his pronunciation?
Traditional Russian soup. Oh, it's a kind of traditional Russian soup.
What?
Traditional Russian soup.
Yeah.
Letter, Russian letter. It's traditional.
Yeah. So first, as Anya said it perfectly correct that every word is stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Это вот такая русская черта, да?
Yeah. Like we say every word.
Почему они думают, что мы ругаемся, да?
Yeah, because we stress every word. Traditional Russian soup. While if it was British, like he would say traditional Russian soup or traditional Russian soup, there will be some rhyme. But we always just as we are just chopping. Then Alessia, yes, it's traditional. This Russian sounds, yeah, traditional, just location of the sound. So traditional Russian and kind of, yeah. It should be schwa sound, kind of traditional Russian soup. Good.
3B. Okay, thanks. I've got it now.
Okay, thanks. I got it now.
Okay.
I got it now.
Okay,
4A.
good. Yeah.
I'm not sure what you'd call it in English, actually.
I don't know sure what you call it. What it in English? Actually.
4B.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the sound T. Can you hear that?
What
Там вообще вот почти не слышно даже.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Ну, я вообще ее не услышала даже.
Вою.
Тут вообще получается просто звук шва, да? I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah. Или иногда может произносить совсем по-другому, тогда будет I know what you mean. То есть, или некоторые вот так Т проглатывают, I know what you mean. Или наоборот делают Т с Ю, и вот эта вот ассимиляция пишет I know what you mean. So it might be different pronunciation. Good. Right. Okay, now let's make it like that. So let's match these phrases with their meanings. Okay. For example, asking for an explanation. What phrases will you use to ask for an explanation?
Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not asking for explanation.
I've forgotten the word for it.
No, you ask explanation. So like you tell me
You ask.
шуфлятка, and they're like, what? Huh? So I need some explanation.
You got tickets for what?
Yeah, you got tickets for what? Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. Showing that you don't know word.
I've forgotten the word for it.
I've forgotten the word for it. Okay.
I'm not sure. It's a kind of.
It's a kind of where. So it's a kind of, it's when you do what? Explaining, right?
Explaining. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anything else? Alice? Checking understanding?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, good. Do you know what I mean? Right. Anything else?
I've got it now.
It's showing understanding.
Showing. I've got it now. It's showing understanding.
Yeah. And what about these two phrases?
I'm not sure what you called it in English.
Maybe checking understanding. Does that make sense?
Does that make sense in checking understanding? Perfect. And
Explaining something in a different way.
I'm not sure what you'd call it in English. Is it explaining?
Well, asking for an explanation. No.
Like,
Он не спрашивает.
You show that, and you say, actually, you know, I'm not sure what you'd call it in English. So what I'm showing you that.
Explain it in a different way.
No, I'm not sure how to call it in English. It's showing. I don't know the word. I'm not sure what would you call it in English. Okay, so what we are going to do right now, let's do the following. Okay, actually I was thinking to do it in pairs, but because there are only 3 of you, let's do that together. Can you see my screen, or do you want to do it on your own?
I see a screen.
I see.
Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups, and we should put the words into the correct group. Let's go.
I've forgotten the word for it.
Whoever, you don't have to do it one by one. Like if you read
Showing you don't know a word. I've forgotten the word for it.
I forgot the word for it. Okay.
It's a thing for explaining something it's a thing for explaining something in a different way.
Okay. Alicia, Katya?
It's a kind of soup explaining something in a different way.
Okay. Alicia?
What does that mean? Asking for an explanation.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean, showing understanding.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Alicia?
Okay, thanks. I've got it now. Showing understanding.
Good. Thanks, I've got it now. Okay.
I'm not sure you'd call it in English, showing you don't know a word.
Good. Okay. Like this.
Does that make sense? Asking. Sorry, no. Checking understanding.
Yeah, right. Does it make sense? Good.
I'm not sure how to explain it, showing you don't know a word.
Okay.
What is it exactly? Asking for an explanation.
Yeah, right.
It's the place where you go if explaining something in different way.
Yeah, right. It's the way Ani was explaining Cuscuseira.
Do you know what I mean? Checking understanding.
Yep, right. Checking understanding.
You got tickets for what? Asking for an explanation.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what that is. I'm afraid showing you don't know a word.
Like if you are explaining something and like you say like I've forgotten the word for it, yeah, or I'm not sure how to call it, or I'm not sure how to explain, but when you say I don't know what that is, I'm afraid, like again, when a friend from Minsk tells me like I need new шуфлятка, and I can tell her like I don't know what that is, I'm afraid. So what am I showing you? Or what I need?
The word.
I'm asking for an explanation. When she tells me шуфлятка, and I tell her, Katya, I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. So, okay.
Bit like lemon. Yeah, showing you don't know. Так, explain in a different way.
What?
It's a bit like lemon, but sweeter.
It's a bit like, good,
It's for
making cautious, is explaining something
Couscous,
in a
couscous.
different way.
Mhm.
Couscous.
Couscous, it's couscous.
Mhm. I haven't heard of that before. Showing understanding.
Showing understanding. I
No,
hadn't heard of that before.
Showing you don't know a word.
I don't know a word. Then.
Ladies, I got it. Showing you don't know what, it's on the person who is explaining something. So here the phrases of the person who is explaining.
Asking for the explanation.
Exactly. Right. Yes. So asking for an explanation is the person who asks question. Showing you don't know what is the person who gives an explanation. Okay. And it stands for?
It's for explaining something in a different way.
Right. For example, what is www? It stands for World Wide Web. Yeah. Or what does it mean in Russian? KMK. KMK stands for, you know, sometimes in chats, KMK, people write KMK.
Yeah.
It stands for как мне кажется. So stands for when we are explaining some abbreviations. Some abbreviations, like I don't know what are the abbreviations I can talk about right now, like that. Good, perfect. So I have prepared some words which you have to Google first and then to explain to your partner. And also I want you to think of one word which is not on the list and which I want you to add and to explain. For example, maybe you will include something from Russian culture. So, Katya, choose your list.
List one.
List one. Okay, so Katya, you have to Google these words. Find the explanations. I will send it to you in a chat. And you have to explain them to your partners in English. And also you can add something from Russia. Okay, good. So this is Katya. Next, Alisa, choose.
List 3.
List 3, Alisa chooses. Okay, so here are your words. Again, you have to Google them and to add something of your choice. The words are in chat, if you need. And Anya. Ой, вы уже все увидели. Sorry.
I don't know this word actually.
Yes, exactly. You will have to Google them and then to
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay. So these Anya, these are words for you. Okay. Again, Google them. And then, did you get them, right? Then you will have to explain them using our vocabulary. А?
Почему-то у меня... все. Да, не убиралась это.
Okay.
У меня что-то не ищет он такое.
Не ищет такое?
Просто
Shall I,
выдает и все.
do you want me to help you? Yeah? Wait a second. Uh-huh. In this case, I will help you. Wait a second, Kate. Mhm. Okay, so Katya, I'm sending you link number one for the first word. Katya. Here we go. Huh? Did you get it in the chat? Katya. Did you get it in the chat? Did you get your link in the chat?
Ну, нет у меня.
В зуме.
Ну, нету в чате.
Нету?
Тут просто вы мне скинули, как называется.
Wait. Once again. Sorry, once again. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Here we go. Did you get it now?
Мгм.
Uh-huh. And so, girls, you can check Wikipedia. Everything is there on Wikipedia, actually. Katya, and the second one is there.
Два разных слова, что ли?
Yeah, you have two words.
О, боже.
А вы думали, это одно?
No.
No. Choose, okay. To begin with, давайте так. To begin with, you will explain each one word. Then, if you will have time, you will explain second word, okay? Okay? Anya, Lisa, have you found your words?
Yeah, I have found just a moment.
Okay. Take your time. Poor Anya. Yeah.
У нас тут родственники приехали, а я сижу.
Oh, thank you very much for joining the lesson, nevertheless. Okay.
I am sorry, I'm really sorry.
It's okay, no worries, that's okay.
Just in the other word. This one I think I understand.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. Oksana, you tried, I see.
Yeah, I was trying to do my best.
You have tried to find as interesting words as you can.
Yeah. I didn't sleep a night.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this one is just. It's I understand. What is it?
Okay, good. So, how much time do you need?
Нет.
Okay. Uh-huh. So, ladies, ready? Let's start one by one.
I'm ready.
Okay, so Alicia, Anya, Alicia, Katya, while Anya is explaining her word, try to ask for explanation and show your understanding, okay? Got it? So, like Anya, what do you want to tell us about?
Guess. Try to guess, please. It's a special, it's a kind of special place for worship for some groups of Catholics and Christians. In an ancient time, they were made of, it's a kind of tent, and they remove it from one place to another. And
ladies react.
Do you understand the word worship? Worship, yeah, worship. When you read special words in church for God and ask Him to hear you, it's something like this.
Good.
Yes.
Ladies react.
I haven't heard of that before.
Me too.
How do you call it? What's the name of that?
Tabernacle. Tabernacle.
Yes.
Tabernacle, yeah, it's something like this. It's a tent. Yeah, it's a tent.
Yeah, it's a kind of temple which can be removed from one place to another one. Good, perfect. Okay, Alicia, Katya, who is next? Alicia, what is your word? You're going to tell us about
kintsugi.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I really like it. Have you heard of that before?
Never.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Kintsugi, it's a kind of Japanese art, the art of restoration of ceramic things with the help of lacquer, yes, lacquer.
Lacquer, and
lacquer mixed, no, that lacquer is done from usuri.
Another strange word.
It's some kind of tree, and people take the juice of this tree, mix it with gold or silver powder, and restore ceramic things with that mix.
Yes.
Разве не ceramic? Ceramic же, по-моему.
Ceramic, yes, ceramic. Yes, and it looks like that. Oops, where is the picture? I googled. Yeah. And what is the philosophy behind that? Do you know? What's the philosophy behind that?
I have read that philosophy is acceptance of all disadvantages.
Yeah, and like also acceptance of all your disadvantages, and that all your life experience, even bad experience, it's something that makes you very special. It's something that makes you more beautiful than original thing. So you should accept all your failures and all your shortcomings, yeah, because that's what makes you unique. Do you see what I mean?
Not yet.
Again, if it was a new thing without this, like they take something which is broken and they do it together. So first of all, it was broken. You see? So first it was broken. It's not like specially done. So they take some broken things and then, Alicia, so what do they do?
And then they
glue it together.
They restore these things with the help of lacquer and gold or silver powder.
Yeah, kind of glue.
Make it special with this, and that is not new, but it's special with all their disadvantages, with all their problems.
Yeah. And cracks, yeah. Do you get it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like so the philosophy behind Kinzuki is that every time we fall, every time we fail, every time we do something not perfect, it makes us unique.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Actually, it's cool.
Yeah, I really like this philosophy. Like whatever happens to you, it makes you very special. Because
But in our country, it is a kind of suspicious.
Suspicious.
No. Это, ну, как оно? Суеверие-то.
Забыла. Superstition.
Superstitions, yes.
Yeah, but Russian.
To keep the broken things.
But Russian philosophy and Eastern philosophy, they're very different. Yeah, so they're completely different. And I like this version better. And it makes I think more expensive because it's real gold and real silver. Okay, and now we are listening to Katya's word. So Katya is telling us about Katya.
I forgot this word.
So you're going to tell us about what?
Just a minute.
Okay.
На Б что-то. Короче, я забыла.
Bocadillo.
Bocadillo.
Yeah. So what is it? Bocadillo.
It's a kind of a sandwich made from special Spanish bread, and it consists cold meat with some sauces, and with greens.
Yeah. Kind of a sandwich, yeah. This is variation of bocadillo. Okay, so yeah, good. Okay.
Bocadillo sounds very tasty, I think.
And it looks very tasty. Yeah, right, absolutely. Okay, good. So now, girls, I want you to think of something Russian and try to explain it as if we are foreigners. So can you explain of something very, very Russian one?
I know only matryoshka.
Okay, explain matryoshka. Okay, so explain matryoshka. And okay, Anya will explain Petrushka. not the plant, but a toy. Not a plant. Anya will explain Petrushka, and Katya, you will explain Снегурочка. Okay? Got it? So once again, I'm showing you the link. So, Alisa, what is matryoshka? I have no idea.
Matryoshka is a kind of Russian girl. There are
girl? Are you sure that it's a girl? If you tell me like Russian girl, like okay.
Doll, of course.
Okay.
There are 5 or 7 dolls of different size.
Okay.
And they live in each other.
Sounds interesting. So check our understanding. Check our understanding.
Do you know what I mean, girls?
Of
Girls,
course, I know. What do you mean?
I do.
The smallest doll lives in a taller doll.
uh-huh.
The taller doll lives in a taller
And a bigger one. Okay.
stone. They are very beautiful. They are made from of wood. Yes, they are made.
Mhm.
They are painted
Mhm.
with very beautiful and bright colors,
Uh-huh.
like flowers, завитушки. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, good. Ornaments, different ornaments and patterns. Good. Okay. Yeah. I know what you mean. Good. Thank you. So Anya is going to tell us, not Russian people, about Petrushka, which is not a plant.
Petrushka, it's a toy.
Okay.
And it's a kind of toy when you put it on your head like a glove.
Uh-huh.
And it's a very smart and funny character who starts the different stories and make jokes during the stories. And very often it's used in theaters or puppet theater. It's a puppet toy. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Check understanding.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Does that make sense? Uh-huh. Okay, cool. Don't forget to use like I don't know, I'm not sure what you'd call it in English because they don't have Petrushka. Thank you. And Katya is going to tell us about Снегурочка.
I'm not sure how to explain it, but I'll try. It's the main character of the Russian folk fairy tale. A grandmother and a grandfather made her from snow, and she gets alive.
Okay. And when do we see her? Whom does she come with?
And we can see this character at the children celebrations at the New Year's party.
Yeah, she's considered to be granddaughter of Father Frost, Ded Moroz. And there is another word to explain, yeah? Because do you know how English people hear this word Ded Moroz?
no.
No?
Grandfather Frost?
No. I mean, they have this great grandfather Frost, but how do they hear Russian word Ded Moroz?
Дед Мороз.
Ded
Мороз.
А что такое dead, вы знаете, да? А что такое Moroz? What is Moroz? Сейчас я проверю. I will check the spelling because I might make it like they have it, but they have the word Moroz like means fear, кошмар, ужас.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Кошмар, да? Нормально.
yeah, so why do you like I will show you. Morose also someone who is unhappy, annoyed, and unwilling to speak on smile. То есть кто-то какой-то угрюмец. So, почему дети на Новый год зовут мертвого угрюмца? Дед Мороз, приходи! Это как Yellow Blue Bus, да? Yellow Blue Bus, так здесь Morose expression, это unhappy, annoyed, like отвалите все от меня, да? Такой вот. Yeah, so Ded Moroz, they don't understand. Why do you call Ded Moroz? Зачем вам мертвый угрюмец? Yeah, so thank you very much indeed. that's all, right? And I'll see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Time?
No?
А время
Wednesday?
какое?
Wednesday. 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Does it work for you?
Yes.
Yeah. So Wednesday, 2 o'clock. Right. Okay. So see you.
See you. Bye bye.
See you. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye bye. Goodbye.